Number 1, another operatic drama of the Asian diaspora in Reston, Virginia. By the way, these are all true stories, not alternative facts. The theater usher glares, her skull a cauldron of question marks, scanning my bones, a metal detector. When I stare back, she hands me a program. Are you Hawaiian? I'm Filipino. Her eyes dilate and rattle like tiki salt and pepper shakers. Well, we did Beauty and the Beast, and our belle was Chinese. I didn't ask her she was Alaskan. And though I may look Hawaiian, what makes her Hawaiian expert? Did I make your space a tribal wonderland? Shall I play bell for you on my ukulele? Part 2. A brown on brown racial misidentification at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. I gravitate towards the Hall of Nations to catch my students perform their poems. I ask the guard, where is the spoken word open mic? He stares at me as if I'm a breathing death certificate scrawled in hieroglyphics. We stand on the red foyer, the spoken word open mic. We stand communing like toddlers wearing the same Pokemon Pikachu costume on Halloween. I ask again, poetry, hip-hop. He directs me through the backstage labyrinth on an elevator going up. The doors open and I see Japanese women changing in kimonos and bamboo parasols. The dancers stare at me. I feel like Mr. Miyagi popping out of a Johnny Air Cargo mail order package. I am so sorry, ladies. Freezing myself in a pissed off Buto pose. As the gusts of cherry blossoms hit my face. Part 3 and 4. A middle school Shakespearean gender switch that leads to my Jean Valjean soliloquy. The drama teacher wants to produce a female version of Lear to a class that can barely stand in a circle. Before you leave, she tells me, I'd like to pick your brain, which is already a phrase when said by a non-person of color to a brown person, brings out the Lapu-Lapu Magellan warrior in me. Oh. Yes. I need ways of teaching gender and sexuality to the students, and can you find exercises on doing that? It's just that I know you're in that world, you know that world, you're the world, part of that world, that world. That world. Part of what world? Am I the little fucking mermaid? Shall I just call my unicorn and ride my unicorn and call Caitlyn Jenner? Am I the Gender Shuri app? It's our world! And if I am producing, if we were producing an Asian version of Cinderella, you probably want me to fetch a pumpkin-colored rickshaw and a glass Tai Chi slipper. Let me be your gaze to smell Pocahontas and run through all the colors of the rainbow to tell students what it's like to be a woman in a male part. No problem, I reply. I have passed for Tibetan in Manhattan, Peruvian at the gay bar, a Bombay in my father's barrios of Pangasinan, Chichi and Scarface, Japanese at the Black Pride Parade, every Lyft driver 6 degrees of separation, and the guy on Las. I will never be fully American or fully Filipino. I'm a poet who wants to find a Tinder match that ignites the rest of my life. I'm addicted to people's stories and platforms to unheard voices. As many times as I have been mistaken, I have my own missteps. I have been told my Tina Turner imitations are cultural misappropriations. My poems. Oh, what appropriation are you talking about? Oh, please help me. I don't understand. It just feels good to do it. I'm so sorry. My poems have been called out for being gender conformative and biphobic, but I struggle to do the work, to listen and dialogue, but sometimes I want to throw my arms in the air, fringe or no fringe, and give up in a world that is laser-eyed and furious at the, and this administration will not do the work, but plaster our faces into walls of concrete. Part 5. The reality show in real time we are all in, and you can't turn off because tweets, assaults keep dancing on our heads, and I have nightmares of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir chasing me like children of the corn, while the real school children are afraid their families will vanish. After the election, I hear a queer storytelling show, I host a queer storytelling show in Birmingham, Alabama. The riots have begun. I asked the performers how they feel about the results. We're kind of glad this happens. I can hear the Hitchcock strings play and the staccato strings strike back on my neck. What you fear is what we've been fearing and living with on a daily basis. I think of what I learned in my theater company. People cast their vote for what they're familiar with, not for people who are further away from them.